Well, they certainly knew what the sun was doing on the horizon, meaning that they knew the length of the year of the seasons, what we call the tropical year. I think they knew that very accurately. They probably also knew what's called the sidereal year, which is how the sun moves relative to the stars. And that's not the same thing. So we think that they had accurate values for the sun relative to the stars and relative to the seasons, like from spring equinox to spring equinox. But the main things we know about are Venus and the moon and the sun. Beyond that, we don't know much in detail. My belief is that they knew a great deal about the motions of all the planets, but unfortunately, almost everything that they knew is gone. I mean, it's a major tragedy that maybe we know maybe 1 in a million of what these people knew about the world. Their civilization has been almost completely wiped out. Only these 4 ritual books have survived out of the tens of thousands of books written on paper that they had in their libraries. And by the way, they are all very late books. There are no books surviving from what we call the Classic period, which was from about 250 AD to 900, roughly speaking. So we don't have any books that have survived from the Classic period, although they are depicted in scenes, palace scenes and other scenes on Maya vases and carved onto their monuments. We found all their scribal paraphernalia. So we know they had these books and writing, but none of the originals have survived. I think because of the environment and because what is called the Classic Maya collapse. And it's a fact that between 8 and 900 AD, the core of Maya culture had a severe collapse. Sites were abandoned. Maya culture continued in other places, but the core collapsed, and they lost major portions of their calendar and their culture. And so what we now have are from roughly the time of the conquest, when the Spanish arrived in the early 1500s.